Dave. What's your name? Put it in the comments below and say g'day.
Yeah, what's your name?
Morning.
Hello.
Hello.
How you going?
What's going on? We're on a big drive against Perth, taking the adventure vehicle to our mates Gino and John at TLX Engineering in Hazelmead.
Yep.
So we've been talking to TLX Engineering for I want to say since before the new year.
Yeah.
Planning some work to the adventure vehicle. We're very excited about the work that's being done. It's probably something that we've been wanting to have done to the car for a long time. Well, since we've kind of talked about doing adventures. So even pre this car. We're really excited. We've got a big drive ahead of us this morning. We've left Kalgoorlie, I think it was about 6 a.m. This morning, and it was freezing, absolutely freezing. On our way to Perth to go and see John and Gino from TLX Engineering. Hopefully we'll be able to show you a little bit around the shop and their products that they have. We have to leave the car in Perth for 2 weeks, which is longer than we first thought. Yeah, so we dropped the car off in Perth. We're catching the Prospector train back, which is pretty cool. Dave's never been on the Prospector train before. I haven't been on it since I was a wee little kid. But it's been refurbished since I was last on that train, and I think you said this morning it was the longest train ride that you will have been on. Yeah. So it's pretty exciting, something new.
Fun fact, Sarah didn't get a breakfast wrap and cover herself with a egg yolk this morning.
I managed to contain all of my breakfast in my mouth this morning, so life's looking up.
Groovy.
But I cannot wait. I hope the next 2 weeks flies by, just so we can have the setup that we've been wanting for a long time.
Yeah.
We'll talk more about it when we pick the car up and show you what's been done. But yeah, cool. So exciting.
Exciting times.
Exciting. All right. Well, we're gonna keep driving, turn up the tunes, maybe annoy the truckers a little bit on the two-way, and we'll see you on the flip side.
Stay safe. Make good choices.
Good life advice right there.
Eventually.
Come on in. Morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. We are going for a walk. You might be wondering why we're dressed like burglars and walking around in the dark. We're catching the train, and because we're living in central Kalgoorlie, it's pretty easy for us to walk down, so to go and finally pick up our car. Excited.
Very excited.
Very excited. We've had a sneak peek and it's amazing. But yeah, not gonna lie, it was kind of a very quick handover when we got there, so we didn't end up getting any footage then, but we will get some this time. See you there. John. How are you?
I'm good, Sarah. How are you going
Fantastic,
today?
fantastic.
Yeah, lovely to see you and Dave here to come all this way to pick your car up.
It's good to finally be able to meet you guys. We've obviously been in email and phone correspondence the entire time, which has made the process so smooth for us. It's been amazing, so thank you very much for that.
It's been very easy from our point of view because you basically knew exactly what you're after, pretty much. And you're also so forthcoming and so quick in dealing with all the bits, the loose ends that had to be tied up.
So obviously, you guys can see we've had some work done to the car. John, can you run us through the process of what we've actually had done and I suppose the process of the build that we've purchased from TLX?
Yeah, cool. But the first stuff we generally, when we're talking to customers, and this build reflects about probably 85–90% of the builds that we do, is whether people want to go with a tray and a lift-off, canopy, or whether they want to go chassis mount. And like you, they've gone chassis mount because the end result's the same amount of storage, everything is the same. Basically the vehicle is lighter and it's lower price than having two components, which is a tray with a separate lift-off canopy. And then basically the next big question is size of the canopy. So what you've gone with the 1500, the 3/4 canopy. And again, this is about 3/4 of our customers choose the 1500 as we call it, whether it's for a Land Cruiser, whether it's for common ute, Hilux, the D-Maxes, the Rangers, or even whether it's for a Ram. The 1500 is very, very popular. So what else have we done to it? The colour coding works really well in your car, and what we've also organised for you is the GVM upgrade by Petters. We love the Petters because there's tons of clearance. You've got the maximum GVM that we've upgraded into. You've got 600 kilo constant load springs, which means even when you're towing in the back, you're still going to have plenty of safe capacity, riders controlled, everything works.
Yep, so we're roughly around that 3,650, I think, for the GVM upgrade.
I think for the Hilux, I think it's 3,620.
3,620 and 600 constant load springs underneath.
Because as you load it up, it'll actually drive and feel better and safer once you've actually got all that weight in it.
Yep.
Because the canopy in the base is 350, 360 kilos. You've removed, say, 100 kilos from your tub, maybe 80, and the springs are designed to just sit there nicely with 600 kilos on there.
Yep.
So
let's open her up and have a look and see what we've got.
Yeah, you do that side, I'll do this side. So when we start talking to potential customers, we say just imagine the canopy is empty, a blank canvas, that's the starting point that people go from. And then they can put as little or as much in there that you would like to.
Yep.
Because now you may already have existing gear to go on there, you might have new gear to buy to go in there. You can just basically start adding it exactly as it suits you. The light comes standard with a couple of lights, and because you have also added the Weekender power package with the 40 amp red arc DC and 100 amp hour all spark lithium battery, that's all set up ready to go. You can use all the uni struts that are on the ceiling, that are on the front and the back. You can use those with the Rhino rack threaded tabs, basically to attach any hardware or anything else that you'd like to put inside the canopy.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like you said, a blank slate is great to start with. We've got so much gear that we want to put in, and we did have a chat throughout our email correspondence about different fit outs and things like that, but I think your advice was right from the start, and just start blank, fit things as we need, and that way we can move things around if they don't suit our needs. So what else have we got on the car, John?
Yeah, happy to take you through. So we've got
Start with this end up here.
60 litre water tank that sits underneath the canopy base, as we call it. It's a custom made one for us. Uses 8mm welded poly, so super strong. Basically that's the filler, which can also be used as a breather. About 60 litres, probably 62, 63, down to just good old simple tap, which also can be locked. And it's gravity fed, so there's no electrics, nothing that can go wrong. Very easy. Standard toolboxes. So we do have some customers who ask us to mount their compressors in there.
Yep.
And we're pretty happy to put the ARB single cylinder ones in there. The dual cylinder won't fit, and we also have concerns about the heat.
Yep.
The dual cylinder one. So that's another possibility. Around the back, all the obvious stuff bolted on. Jerry can holder for fuel or for water. Takes a standard 20 litre. The ladder, basically for accessing your roof rack, and the spare wheel carrier. The roof rack, which we make ourselves, like everything else, which is made by us here on site. Every part of the fabrication is done by us, apart from obviously handles, fittings, and the lights. Everything is fabricated, and the roof rack is a sort of quite wide, but we've changed it, just tweaked it to Gen 3, so the sides are a bit lower. Customers that don't have roof racks, the rails that are welded on the top of the canopy roof, they can be used for fitting rooftop tents with roof bars, for putting solar panels on. We have some customers who put suitably sized boat loaders on there as well, or can be attached directly to the rails using the Unistrut. Tail lights are sequential, so basically when you hit any of the lights, they flash and the indicators point, show you that they're on. This is the 1200mm rear drawer, very popular. The lid, which just pops off if you want to leave it off.
And you can upgrade this one to a lockable lid as well, but we've just gone with a basic option for now.
Yep. And basically really popular for people. They put their cookers on here. They even use this as an eating base. But yeah, that is very handy for that, or whatever people want to put, whether it's recovery gear, whether it's other structural stuff, tent stuff, anything that will fit in there comfortably. Can be locked up. All the keys on the whole canopy, so the doors, the toolboxes, and the rear drawer, all the same key.
That's pretty much
Hopefully
it.
it gives you a bit of an idea.
It does. It does.
Hopefully you'll come back and share with us some of your stories of all the places.
All of our adventures, yeah.
Head out and visit.
We surely will.
Really exciting.
We surely will. We are, I can't even begin to say how excited we are for this. So we've always wanted some kind of canopy fit out like this, but never really been in the place for us to do it. So it's a fantastic opportunity for us to do it now. Like everyone else, they're getting out and seeing the country and getting out and seeing some great places. Can you run us through a little bit of TLX history? Because prior to us searching for a canopy in Perth, we couldn't really find very many companies that were in Perth that offered what we wanted in a lightweight canopy and a chassis mount option either.
So TLX, so the first two letters TL, is from the parent company on the site that we are, TL Engineering. That started as a backyard business in 1970. So basically it's been going for 53 years. So we have three divisions. We have TLX division, which is just all alloy product you can see here, and obviously trays, canopies and lift-off canopies. That's all that we do at TLX. We have a steel tray division, which basically makes thousands of trays and fits them to utes for mine sites every year, about 90 to 95% mine sites, industrial, commercial builds. And we also have TL truck,
Yep.
which basically, again, 95% is for mining companies. At any one stage, we would have half a dozen bodies here which are being worked on. Now, the division was basically an idea of a couple of the directors about 5 years ago. So we were always making things like this, but never for a retail market. And then basically, they spent about 18 months just looking at retail possibilities, design, style, and everything that they think that people would like. And then effectively using the staff, using the resources. This is a huge site, 2 factories. They basically set up TLX. So we started selling about 3.5 years ago, and it's just sort of kept growing and growing. And we probably have approximately sort of 15 people who just are full-time fabricators and fitting as well as the selling of the TLX. So it's a small part of the whole business, and basically, and it just keeps growing. And what's really good about it is the fabricators, and include the painters. So we paint everything. This is all Raptor-Coat black. On the base there, we can colour match any colour. It's done by our specialists. So all of our fabricators, our head fabricator has worked in Japan, has worked in the Philippines. Fantastic skill set. About 6 months ago we released, this is our latest iteration, it's called the Gen 3, Generation 3. After 2.5 years and hundreds of Gen 2, customers wanted some changes, well, got us to think about some changes. So we made it a little bit shorter overall. This canopy we didn't change, we've kept it the same size. We tweaked the back and we made it a little bit higher. We changed the lighting on the sides. We have tapered toolboxes now, and there used to be square-sided ones that angled up there. We made this a little bit narrower because the other one was a little bit wider. A couple of people don't like checker plate, so we've reduced the checker plate footprint, but as you can see, when it's in black, the Raptor-Coat black, it's a nice contrast. It doesn't dominate. Gen 3, the other one, full one-piece poly hinge, basically, which is virtually, they tell us, indestructible. And when you open the canopy at any time, it's always rainproof. So basically, you can have it open in the rain. The roof rack already mentioned, we've made it a little bit lower profile. So yeah, we're very, very happy with Gen 3. Very, very happy with basically number of return customers, number of referrals. We also offer Brown Davis long-range fuel tanks, and obviously we do power packages. And we can do all of that because of the history of the company. It's done so much work, and everything comes together really well. So yeah, we'll keep building on that, keep listening on it to what our customers tell us, and keep offering what we think is a really good product. So
Thank you so much, John. It's been an absolute pleasure working with you guys.
you're very welcome, Sarah, very welcome, and welcome, Dave.
Thanks.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, legends. If you're in the market for a canopy, make sure you speak with John or Gino at TLX Engineering in Perth. Also, if you like the content we're putting out, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below so you don't miss any new videos. There's a lot more to come.